Right, so Tim Sherwood, Steven Gerrard said he loved the confidence of Szoboszlai because he said to Mo Salah on that free kick, he basically said, he got his way against Mo Salah. Did you like what you saw there?
I loved it. I just seen the negotiation between him and Mo, and they were seeing where the goalkeeper would set himself up. And they tried to read the situation. But in the heat of the moment, in a Champions League game, to have a coolness in mind, to recognise there's no draft excluder behind the wall, no one laying down there, identifying that they would jump, and just to roll the ball underneath it. I think he made it look so easy, but I think there's a lot of preparation which goes into that. And there's no hierarchy there between him and Mo Salah at the moment. I think they're on a level. I think Mo really appreciates how good this guy is. He's seen the one he scored against Arsenal, the free kick, the direct free kick, which is a last gasp of the game. And then he's obviously banged another one in since Mo's been to AFCON. So he said, leave it to me, mate, I'll take care of this. And it certainly did. I thought it was an exquisite finish. He's been absolutely magnificent, this boy. He really, really has. I always judge midfield players on if I would like to play against them, and I don't want any bit of him. I mean,
what is it about him that would make you not want to play against him?
Because he runs and he keeps running and he picks up areas. He's got ability. He can hold it in the tight areas. He would make you run into areas you don't want to be just to create space for others. So he's a clever footballer. But his engine really, more than anything, the engine and the pace what he has, and he's flexible. He plays in different positions. We've seen him filling in at right back. We see him play in a deep role position. He played yesterday as more of a 10, and we saw with a flick for the third goal for Gakpo there. It all comes from him. His first time flick round the corner into space. He's got a picture every time he receives the ball. He seems to be focused all of the time and concentrated on the game. And that's all you can ask of. He made a mistake in Barnsley with a back heel. He's taking liberties there. I think he would have learned from that. He's not someone who would come out and go against it. I think the manager would have spoke to him, he would have took it on board, and he would learn. Wonderful player, brilliant.
Where is he in comparison to Declan Rice, for instance?
Different, very different. I mean, Declan is a very responsible player, but I think he is becoming very responsible as well. So if you asked him to play in that deep line position, I'm saying responsible on the back of him back heeling the FA Cup.
Hey, well,
but hopefully he'll never do that again. We will never see Declan Rice do that, I don't think. But Declan is bigger in stature. You know, he's got different qualities. They're both deadly on set pieces. We've seen that. But whether it's delivery than Declan from corners, which I haven't seen anyone better from the left-hand side than Declan. Direct free kicks and all Declan has, but he has that one in his locker. They're both very fit. I mean, they're as good as each other. I mean, they're different. They're different, certainly in stature and what they give to the game. But I'm not sure Liverpool fans would be swapping. I'm not sure Arsenal fans would be swapping. I think they're happy with what they've got.
Is he a future Liverpool captain in your eyes?
I think he is. I think he really is. Yeah, I think he is, because we don't really hear any nonsense from him. Seems to just get his head down and concentrate on the game, and that's exactly what you want. And I'm not sure if he's a vocal player within the dressing room, but he certainly leads by example in his performances.
All right. Well, now staying with Liverpool, the Deloitte Money League sees Liverpool finish above Manchester United for revenue, that is, for the first time. So we're going to have a fan debate now. Be looking forward to this on who is the bigger club. Right, well, Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis to discover true fan opinion, to have your say on your own club. Download the Finalysis app right now. Scan that QR code for more details. So Liverpool fan Jamie Storey joined us, and Manchester United supporter Hannah Nichols joined us. Good morning to both of you. Right, Jamie, we'll start with you. Does this confirm your status as the biggest club in England?
Well, yeah, it's been changing over the last while, has it not? United, last time they were in the Champions League final, 2011. Last time they won the Premier League, 2013. So, listen, United have been very successful in the Premier League. They've always been top of the Money League, but I think this is an ever-changing scenario, as football is. Liverpool were famously, by Ferguson said, that they were knocked off their perch. Well, I think it's starting to go the other way now. And listen, there's more trophies. They obviously now have more money. So, yeah, I would say Liverpool are back on top.
Hannah, who's on top? Who's the biggest?
Well, you said it yourself a minute ago, for the first time, so I feel like that's very telling. But, I mean, there's no denying that Liverpool have had more success than us in recent years. You know, they've just come off the back of winning the Premier League, so that doesn't surprise me massively. But I feel like Man United, we're a global brand. We're one of the biggest clubs, if not the biggest club in the world. Take away, your Real Madrid. So I'm confident in our size and stature, but success-wise, Liverpool are certainly pipping us to that post recently.
Tim, how long does it take you carry on, Jamie.
Now, global brand, but they're on the way down now. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a decline. Obviously, just sacked their manager. Carrick has come in. He's won one game. They'll probably give him the job now going forward, and then the cycle will continue.
You would say that, Jake. I mean, I'm sorry, you would say that. You're also in a bit of a sticky situation with your manager. He wins you a league in his first season, which I won't take away is absolutely incredible, but that was with mainly Jurgen Klopp's squad. So I feel like you're kind of getting a little bit ahead of yourself there.
Yeah, but like as you just said, he's a league-winning manager, and we've just overtaken you in terms of like financial power. So Liverpool are on the way up still, and United are on the way down. So I think that's the obvious thing that's happening.
Well, finances is only one thing, though, Tim. What else makes a big club?
I think, obviously, it's what happens on the pitch. And the new breed of support is going to come for Liverpool at the moment, because Manchester United are not successful. Kids like to support a team what's winning. So I think Man United can only go one way in that regard, can't they? It can only get better, in my opinion. And when they do, then we can start having that argument. I think there's a lot of facets to who's the biggest club. I think they're both well regarded around the world. Like I touched on South African people. You speak to any of them guys over there, they only support two teams. It's Man United or Liverpool. So around the world, they're huge brands. But like I say, it's really important that Man United get back to winning ways on the pitch. And Liverpool, otherwise, Liverpool might, feel like they can dominate Manchester United in that regard.
But we are running a poll at the moment, and 66% believe that Manchester United are the bigger of the two clubs. So Jamie, give us all the things that you think make you bigger than Manchester United. You said finances and global brand has been brought up as well. What else would you say, Jamie, would put you above Manchester United? And is there anything that would put you below them?
Well, I think the reason they're probably higher in the polls is because they love mouthing off on social media, so that's why they're there. But in terms of Liverpool being bigger, I think obviously the financial aspect, that's something that obviously takes a little bit of time. I think this season we've obviously seen that Liverpool have gone above United, and I think we'll probably continue to see that trend as Liverpool continue to be in the Champions League and United obviously continue to struggle. I think trophies is obviously a big one as well. Liverpool look more likely that they're going to go on and potentially win another Premier League or a Champions League. I think this season in the Champions League, there's no standout team, but I think they will be competitive, as we have seen. Like, they're fourth in the Champions League spots now. And I just think overall there's a lot more stability at Liverpool. Like, Tim, you said it there, United, there's only way is up. Well, I see it the other way. I think they're, as Gary Neville said, they're broke. So, like, who are they going to go out and spend? They gave Eric Ten Hag 600 million. And he flushed that down the toilet, and now they're kind of back to square one with Carrick and hoping that they can maybe turn it around. But they don't have the financial power that they once had, say, 10 to 15 years ago.
I don't think it's all. Jay, I don't think it's all down to financial power. I really don't. I think it's down to just giving the right manager the job and building on the pitch. I don't think they're too far away from it. I'm not saying Michael Carrick's the answer, but they need to get the next
track record. Since they've come in.
Yeah, like I say, could only get better, mate.
Hannah, you saw on the screen there, we might be able to show you it again, actually. We picked out three things there. Trophies is obviously a big one there, major trophies. We've also got, you got major trophies there where Liverpool are slightly ahead of Manchester United, but when it's that many, 52 against 47. There's not that much in it, I suppose. Revenue, we've been talking about. We know that is Liverpool right now. And but social media followers, we've put that one there as well. And Hannah, you are beaten quite considerably on that one. What else should be on that list that isn't?
I feel like it's a really good question, but social media followers is a massive one, but then you also have, like we say, so many fans globally that the only way that they can follow their team is, to follow them on social media, to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and watch them, which I respect massively. But there's so much, to be fair, both clubs have so much history and tradition, and I think that's a massive thing. I think, going back, looking at the greats, I feel like it's probably hard to put on numbers, but like great legendary players that have made an impact. Obviously, in recent years, that's been your Mo Salahs. We've not really had one. The only one I could think of post-Fergie, really, is Bruno Fernandes, and he's obviously still on our team. So I think tangibly with numbers, it's quite hard to kind of have that debate, but there's always going to be a bias. Like, I'm always going to think that Man United are a bigger club and vice versa. So I think subjectively your kind of neutral fans would probably have a more fair opinion on that. It's a hard one. We're both massive clubs, and we've both had a lot of success. I just think obviously sometimes it gets overshadowed with what United have done because we live in the past, and Liverpool have had a lot of success recently. But even in our dark times under, like, for example, Ten Hag, that doesn't actually look so bad now, but we've still won things. So it's hard to put into numbers, I think.
On the drop-off on the revenue there, that's largely down to TV as well, because no Champions League football for Man United, no European football. So that's a huge drop-off, and that goes back to what I'm saying. It's all about success on the pitch.
Jamie, you bothered about social media followings?
No, they can have that trophy. I don't mind that.
Yeah, okay. Well, Tim isn't on social media, and I can tell you he's a much bigger name than us four. So, yeah. Okay, thank you very much indeed to both of you.
Cheers.
Thank you.